Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to V6 Turbo Hybrids, the best show in the land, bringing you all your Formula One news, gossip, and we might shit talk a couple of people here and there just to let out all our inner feelings about what's happening in the sport. Right? A lot's happened since the last time we spoke, and listen, there's a lot to cover. If the deputy president of the FIA resigned, um, Max told basically told McLaren, if I had your car, I wouldn't have much trouble trying to win this championship. Lando was like, there's nothing special with the car. And the end, well, befitting end to Honda and the Red Bull to the Honda and Red Bull partnership, and is our favorite Nepo baby be out of a job? Anyway, further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. The vice president resigned, not MSB. I know we'd all be very, very happy if MSB resigned, but um, the vice president of the FIA resigned, ladies and gentlemen, very recently, and this was a statement. After deep reflection, I've made the difficult decision to resign as FIA deputy president for the sport. I took this role to help deliver great transparency, stronger governance, and more collaborative leadership. Over time, those principles have been increasingly set aside, and I can no longer, in good faith, remain a part of a system that no longer reflects them. Stepping away was not easy. However, staying would have meant compromising what I believe in. These principles, not this is about principles, not politics. Motorsport deserves leadership rooted in integrity, accountability, and respect for the process. That's a minimum standard we should all expect and demand. And listen, a lot of interviews spread around. He basically was saying like the FIA is being run like someone's house or like an African dictatorship, and more or less decisions are getting made behind closed doors, and you just gotta run with it. If you ain't about it, if you ain't in the huddle, you ain't in the huddle, and you're not gonna be part of the decision. We all know like the FIA has problems. A lot of people have complained, and last year several senior figures, parted ways with the FIA, including sporting director, F1 technical director, digital director, head of commercial and legal affairs, governance and regulatory director, race director, and the head of the Women in Sport Commission. Uh, it's a lot. It's a lot, and even the drivers were complaining. I think I saw a statement from Woody saying, by the way, Woody is the president of the Grand Prix Drivers Association, and he also had some complaints about the way the FIA is being run. And listen, I don't know if it ends up affecting the sport, but I hope not. And hopefully MSB can shape up, because you can see from the way the paddock treats him, and even when Toto ignored his call, and most recently, like just the way the drivers walk past him, like he's no one in the sport. Something needs to change, but we don't have time for that. All right, Max Verstappen basically told McLaren that if he had the same car, he would just run away. Like he would have just in Japan, he would have just sprinted from pole, and they would have never caught him. To be truthful, I believe him. Lando, on the other hand, has a championship winning car and keeps making statements like he doesn't. Imagine building someone a championship winning car and they say, like, no, if we put our rival in there, he'll see that it's nothing special. I say this again, Lando just doesn't have that dog in him. And he's not going to be able to fight for a title. Evident in the way that the Bahrain Grand Prix just went. I'm gonna hedge my funds. I'm gonna put it on Oscar, and Oscar's gonna live for world championship before Lando. But those basically just me. Anyway, moving on. Yuki has scored his first points for Red Bull. Wonderful, amazing, and Um, we saw the Red Bull struggle a lot, and we say this because Max was barely making it by, and you can tell this from the way that old car was driving. And my only thing is, in Japan, Isaac Hadji seemed to be doing better than Yuki, and Max was pole, Hadji qualified seventh, Yuki was 15th, and then the race, Hadji finished eighth, Yuki was staring at the back of Alonso's car for the rest of the race and finished 12th, and Max was first. Now, question begs, how long are they going to give Yuki for him to shape up? We all know it's the car. Red Bull knows it's the car. Everyone knows it's the car. But there's still some sort of delivery that's expected. And when heads roll, will Yuki be caught in the crossfire? He's a very great driver, and that car has ended a lot of great careers. And I wouldn't want to see him be part of that train. If I were him, I'd pick up my bags and go at the end of the season. Anyway, Aston Martin might be hiring. But I'm going to park it there and we'll see. Anyway, talking about the way Japan wins, this is the last year Honda and Red Bull be in partnership together. And what a statement they've made in Formula One. From Max Verstappen's 2023 mega season with a 95.5 win rate and 4 consecutive drivers' championships for Max Verstappen, Red Bull 2022 and 2023 constructors championships. We all know that was a mega stint that Red Bull and Honda had together. And it goes without saying, the Japan Grand Prix was obviously an amazing bid and farewell to them, with the special livery and Max actually winning that race for them. But Honda's not exiting from Formula One. Honda's actually going to stay in Formula One, and they're moving over to Aston Martin. And rumor has it, they have been saying that they want to have input in the driver lineup. And that meaning that our favorite Nipple baby might be out of a job. But it's a very politically sensitive situation, because at the back of it, his dad owns the team. But we all know that despite his dad owning the team, he hasn't really shown that he's world championship material. Maybe like the car, but even when Alonso was putting in thirds, second, and really pushing the Aston Martin 2023, he wasn't really there. So now the question is, will Honda keep him? Rumor also has it Adrian Newey doesn't want him in the car. And that puts Lawrence Stroll, like Daddy Stroll, in a very weird position, because who's going to fire his son? But another angle to look at this is, apologies for that. Another angle to look at this would be, what if Honda wants to put Yuki in the car? Japanese driver, Japanese engine manufacturer, or take Max Verstappen from Red Bull? Didn't think about that, did you? Well, rumors are swirling, blood is in the water. Max has a very, very great exit clause and doesn't require him to pay anything if he wanted to leave Red Bull for non-performance, which they're doing now. And he's worked with Adrian Newey, and he's worked with Honda, and that basically just be picking up from there, coming here. He's still 27, 28, he's still very young, and just build a new championship winning car and keep going. Think about it. But anyway, this is just my thinking. I'm going to park it there. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I will catch you in the next one. This has been V6 Turbo Hybrid. And I'm your host. Goodbye.